Hi everyone, my name is Waterwitch and welcome to another React video. In today's React video, I'm going to be reacting to After the Fact Spike Speculation by MLP Silverquill. Ever since I saw the last moment with Dr.Wolf between him and Dr. Wolf, as is said in the title of the video, I was looking forward to the follow-up that was mentioned at the end of that video, which was this video. And yeah, I thought it would be interesting because two of my all-time best ever favorite reviewers are speculating on Spike after we went total Godzilla mode in the last video. So yeah, let's get started. Reviewers versus Spike Godzilla. Who will win?
Hey, Dr. Wolf. Just checking in on your sessions.
Oh, Doctor looks so cute!
Well, there's been some ups and downs, but we've actually reached
Oh, I like the Nightmare Night poster. Ah! Spike Godzilla!
For example, we discovered that Spike's transformations aren't limited just to greed.
Oh.
Neato.
This may not be an appropriate time.
Yeah, no. Silver, just turn around.
Of billing.
Oh, no worries. Just take it up with my insurance.
Prince Blueblood?
Have you spoken to anyone about this lying habit?
Yes.
That's another lie. Oh no! Silver's gonna get hurt again! Oh, Silver, why? Why does the universe hate you so much? Animation! Yay! Hey, Spike Godzilla. Derpy!
I honestly wish I knew how to deal with a rampaging dragon. There really isn't anything about their species in any of the books I've looked through from Twilight's library.
Oh, so Doc, sometimes there's some things that are best not known.
Events, I mean.
Oh, right.
Spike as a character has often been rather
Oh, I love how Doctor's just hanging out on his back.
There are more than a few others out there who don't seem to think his stories are all that well done. Most of his episodes seem to revolve around his duties as an assistant to Twilight or his crush on Rarity. And oftentimes he seems to lose out on a lot of what makes him the #1 assistant whenever he is the focus of a story, usually getting into trouble by acting very childish and short-sighted.
Yeah. I used to be one of those fans who didn't care for Spike, especially in Season 1. He was a good assistant, yet whenever a problem arose, he seemed more interested in making wisecracks than actively helping.
We got Rarity, Rainbow Crush,
Sweetie Pie, Apple Teeny, Flutter Guy, and Twilight Flopple.
I got nothing.
There came moments where I wondered if he'd ever contribute to the solution. Then came Owl's Well That Ends Well, the first Spike-centric episode, and the biggest hint that his bond with Twilight was deeper than I first thought. Yet Spike didn't really endear himself to me until Lesson 0, where he helped solve the problem off-screen. And ever since then, we've seen more and more cases where he is the most loyal to Twilight, even acting against Celestia's orders in Equestria Girls. He's grown on me to the point where I'm rooting for him now. Which is why I wish he had an episode that really celebrated him properly.
Yeah.
I'd say that Season 4 had given us a couple of Spike episodes that are actually moving his character in the right direction. He certainly had his short-sighted moments in inspiration manifestation, but his fear of being honest with Rarity was a very relatable experience for the audience.
Woo!
Even more so with Equestria Games.
I loved Equestria Games. That was awesome.
The crowd wasn't due to his usual lack of foresight. I mean, if he had successfully narrated in front of an audience during Hearthswarming Eve, it's perfectly understandable that he wouldn't expect to choke when lighting the torch in a stadium.
Yep, definitely.
I love how they're doing that.
Those episodes are at the top of my Spike fan list, along with Dragon Quest. The key difference with those episodes is that
but Dragon Quest makes no sense, Silver. Okay, I'm just gonna be quiet now. You can't hear me.
In earlier Spike episodes, like Owl's Well That Ends Well, Just for Sidekicks, and Secret of My Excess, Spike was the source of the conflict. We couldn't really root for him because we were waiting for karma to run its course.
Yeah.
But even with a few feathers in his cap, I feel like Spike hasn't had a true chance to shine. He hasn't had his version of Sonic Rainboom, Hurricane Fluttershy, or Pinkie Pride. Maybe what he really needs is an episode that would give him the chance to show his absolute best.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, what are Spike's best qualities? I know that he is rather helpful whenever Twilight has need of him, especially when she starts getting paranoid.
Twilight, I'm really worried. I mean, this letter thing is really getting to you.
I see that he can actually be a fair bit more mature than others might expect, but only in certain episodes. He is willing to face great dangers even when others tell him not to do so, and he can be a very calming influence when the rest of the main six seem to lose focus.
I'd add both kindness and determination to that mix, both demonstrated in episodes by Meriwether Williams. Which is kind of paradoxical, given that Williams wrote one of the worst and best Spike episodes out there. Dragon Quest gave us the chance to see Spike wrestle with his self-identity, one of the first times his character really had to face a personal crisis.
Woo!
What am I? Where am I from?
I know it doesn't make any sense, but I have to admit that Silver is right about Dragon Quest.
I don't know. For the last time, Spike, you were given to me as an egg. I don't know who found you or where they found you.
Seriously? He's been your assistant practically since hatching, and you never asked where Celestia happened to get a dragon egg? Those things ain't sold at the grocery store, you know. But regardless, Spike showing genuine care and empathy for a small creature that couldn't defend
worry
itself,
about that.
giving him courage to stand up against other dragons. And in Spike at Your Service, arguably one of his worst episodes, we see his determination. No matter what the task laid before him, he never backed down. Counting grass, building rock piles, saving a friend. Even when choking in Equestria games, he never tried to leave the stage until the deal was done. So how can you show all those qualities in just one episode?
Let me give you a quick run-through of an idea that I came up with last
Yay!
year.
Story time!
Twilight begins focusing on how to master age spells, due to her inability to pull it off during the magic duel in Season 3. If there's one thing I've learned about Twilight is that she loves a good challenge. She accidentally cast the age spell on Rarity, and is unable to reverse it. With Rarity being Rarity, she wouldn't want anyone to see her like this, and begs Twilight not to get outside help. And thus it will take a few days for Twilight to figure out how to reverse it on her own.
I love the
Twilight
art.
convinces Rarity that Spike should be there to help, due to her far more elderly form. At Rarity's insistence, Twilight doesn't tell Spike that it is Rarity. And given that Rarity can't even bear to look at herself in the mirror like this, she doesn't even believe that Spike would serve her needs for any other reason than because Twilight tells him to. Spike gets to shine as the #1 assistant, doing what he does best. Actually enjoys having some pony else around the house to care for, and even begins to show off his excellent baking skills, telling funny stories, helping Rarity get around the house due to her fragile limbs. He even manages to convince Rarity to find herself beautiful despite her elderly form.
Nice!
And none of it has to do with his crush, because Spike doesn't realize that he's been serving Rarity this whole time. To her surprise, Rarity begins to realize that Spike actually has more to his character than just a crush, as many fans have pointed out that may be all there is to their relationship. The
Aww.
conflict is centered more on how other characters view Spike, rather than Spike being childish or short-sighted and causing the trouble. Thus, the audience gets to see a fully realized Spike character that isn't contributing to the conflict and is also teaching the lesson.
Oh
instead of
gosh,
being the one
Dr.
learning.
Wolf, why are you so awesome? I can't take it all in.
I envision something similar, though adding a desire to interact with the town more. Say that Twilight is getting every pony ready for her first royal event in Ponyville.
Ooh.
And everything is going wrong. Ponies are behind schedule, there are constant delays, and everyone is getting mad. The pressure is mounting, and Twilight is working herself into a fervor, undermining her usual organization. Determined to help, Spike goes to Rarity, who needs a special gem to complete Twilight's dress. But since the gem is expensive, Spike barters to run errands, which snowballs into a quest to help multiple ponies with tasks both serious and seemingly mundane.
Woo!
Spike perseveres, the town itself becomes unstuck. Ponies are able to finish the preparations, and goodwill is restored. A thoroughly exhausted Spike delivers the gem, and in turn the dress. But Twilight is more thrilled by how he was able to help so many ponies and save their efforts.
Woohoo! Go Spike! Let's all get about Godzilla mode!
Be enough to calm a certain Godzilla-esque fellow.
How are we going to get his attention?
I have
Oh no.
That's
a plan.
oh gosh.
This seems highly illegal.
Oh, you have no idea. Okay, Rarity, we need you to give Spike a decent shriek. No matter what his form, he always finds his way to you. Well, fine. I'll just take more drastic measures. Oh, I didn't want it to come to this. But you forced me. I'm gonna wear this to Canterlot.
Excuse me, Mr. Spike. We have something you might like to see.
Dr.Wolf the Dragon Tamer! It's beautiful!
Booyah! We saved Ponyville, which puts me 1 point ahead of being a true antagonist.
I'm honestly baffled that worked so easily. Though once again, Silver Quill, I don't think you understand the unintended consequences of such a plan.
Unintended what now?
Well, I for one am glad you have a character like Spike, and I'm very much looking forward to
Oh my
his
gosh,
appearance
Spike
in
is
season
almost
5.
the same height as Dr. Wolf.
Though, we would like to hear your thoughts. Given all of Spike's previous episodes, do you have any ideas on what could give
Doc,
his
I
character
think
some more
that
interesting
Silverquill's gonna need a
stories without
doctor after
making him the
this. Do you
source
think
of
you'll fit the
conflict?
bill?
I have no idea how she did this, but it was the most
Oh.
brutal experience of my life.
Comment below. I am Dr. Wolf.
Seriously, I think she wove this from my own tears.
He is Silver Quill, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah!
Honestly, though, with all the abuse you go through in your videos, I'm starting to think you might have a serious problem.
Yep. Oh, do, 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 do. I love this music. Do, 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 da, 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 da. Oh, Hey, random breakdown until the song is over. Yes, of course. Check out his channel, guys. He's amazing. And check out this channel too. Go Silver Quill's channel. It's amazing. What the heck? Man, Silver Quill has some weird fan art. But yeah, it's awesome at the same time. But yes, that was Spike Speculation. Definitely worth the wait from the last video that I saw. But yes, I'll leave a link to this in the description so y'all can see it, and also links to Silver Quill and Dr. Wolf's channels, because these guys are amazing, and I absolutely love their work, and I think that you all will too, if you aren't already subscribed to them. But yes, see y'all later, every people.